Heavens, you're chilled to the bone. A good meal will warm you up in no time. It's freezing out here. Who did I offend to get stationed in the middle of this godforsaken tundra? Sometimes it feels like our commanders are from another century entirely.
Ma'am, we've spotted a group that appears to be the rebel army, and they're heading in our direction.
What did you just say? Right when I was looking for a place to vent my frustration, too. Send word to all garrisons. We go on high alert. Now. This blizzard will be the perfect cover to strike our enemies down. Here it is. The Bastoris Blue.
And what do we do now that we have it?
The moment Zenoira began marching on this cave, it no longer served its purpose as shelter. We will have to find a new spot to stash it away from prying eyes. The blue!
I never dreamed it would be this easy.
What's the meaning of this?
The meaning is that I played you for fools. The moment you heard we were after the stone, you would surely have to go check on it. Just as the great and mighty Elgor thought you would.
Then Conrad running his mouth at the capital was just another part of your plan.
Now, if you would, Lord Ryman, I present to you the Bastorius Blue.
Excellent work.
So you're the monster in charge around here.
That's Lord Ryman to you, beast. But I tire of this. Thankfully, my magic will make quick work of you.
No! This is the same spell that torments our kin.
Come, Elgor. We're done here.
How far the mighty lion falls. Enjoy your eternal sleep once you've torn your friends apart.
Look out!
Snap out of it, Morard! Please! What the... my pendant! Morard!
What manner of vision is this? A mere dream? No. A memory. This was the battle where I remember now. I'm no lion at all.
I hope he's okay.
Worry not. Ramona is seeing to his ails as we speak.
And I bring good news. His condition has stabilized. I expect he'll be up and roaring again ere long. I'm so glad. Perhaps it would be best to explain his circumstances, though. This will only take a moment.
And he can recall nothing from before that point? I can't imagine how such a thing must feel.
Indeed. It also means we know very little of his lineage. His family, his birthplace, none of it.
It's the same for me, actually. I can't remember the slightest detail from before I met Ramona.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay. It's been almost 8 years now since Ramona took us both in. I was still pretty little, though, so my memory's kind of foggy. I remember being on a battlefield, just lying there.
I knocked on every door in the area, yet sadly failed to find even a trace of Unify's parents. And the only clue toward Morard's past was the Bistorius blue, which he was clutching tight to his breast when I first found him.
Neither of us had anywhere we could call home. At least, not that we knew of. So we started living with Ramona.
Which is when she became your adoptive mother.
By the by, Unify, about that pendant of yours.
Morard, are you sure you should be out of bed?
I'm fine. Forgive me for worrying you. But my health is secondary to the blue. We have to get it back no matter the cost.
Where could Ryman have run off to?
Dracodorina Citadel to the west. I'm almost certain. The city serves as Zenoira's primary foothold in Bistorius, making it a natural destination for their most valued commander.
Then we know where he must go. And considering all the hurt he's inflicted on the Bestrels, we can't let him walk free. We hurry west, to Dracodorina.
Oh, right. You wanted to ask me something about my pendant.
Haste is the order of this day, and so it shall be. There will be time for questions later.
As long as you're sure. Come on, then.
An ultramarine pendant with an azure gleam. Not to mention Morard's reaction to it. Perhaps this explains why the enemy wants the blue so desperately.
So you too fought back against Zenoira's onslaught. Tales of such scant survivors are all too common in these lands.
We're the same as you, Lion. Opposed them at every step in order to defend our home. But nothing we did worked. Our towns were razed, our loved ones slaughtered, and in the end, our hope crushed.
We've managed to find some small semblance of peace, at least. Those of us who survived, I mean.
And we're eager to keep it, too. Better to lead a humble life than to thirst for blood, lest your own stain the snow red instead.
Problem is, there's a young wolf in these parts, trying to rouse his little friends into taking up arms again. Govil, his name was. The fool means to start another war.
If his stunt manages to draw Zenoira's gaze, it'll put everyone here in grave danger.
Which is why we can't let him go through with it. We'll preserve this fragile peace, even if it takes a bit of violence to do so. Govil's camp is a straight shot south from here. We don't ask for much, just a bit of help in seeing him stopped.
I understand. Allow me a moment to consult with my peers, if you would.
You know where to find me.
Sir Bertrand, we've decided to offer you our aid.
I'm honored. Thank you. In that case, we'd better get moving. Can't let him go making any rash moves before we have the chance to stop him. We march south to Fort Caradets. Should make the perfect base for the fight ahead.
I can't let it end like this. I won't!
You've done your share, Govil.
Shut your damn mouth! If I don't stand and fight for our people, who will?
Me.
What?
I've sat and watched for years, while the young cast their lives into the flames of a war they're barely old enough to remember. Let my generation earn back what we lost. Peace. Real peace. The lasting kind you've struggled to achieve. Just take care of our people for me, will you?
Bertrand,
Don't worry. A few flimsy Zenoiran blades could never hope to pierce my shield.
Yeah. You're too stubborn to go down that easy. But hey, so am I. They'll be safe. I promise.
Never let that fire fade, kid.
At long last, the Bastorius Blue is mine to command.
The greatest emblem of supreme power and authority. It belongs with none but you, Lord Ryman.
This barren land has always been meant for human dominion, ever since my ancestors first stepped foot in its snowbound wastes. A fact of life, all the more proven in the modern day. These foul, primitive beasts have proven unfit to govern themselves time and time again. Isn't that right, Elgor?
But of course, my liege.
Lord Ryman, I come bearing urgent news. The rebel army approaches the Citadel.
They will finally learn their place in this world. With the stone in hand and my magic beside, Bastorius is mine to shape as I will it. No, this isn't how this was meant to go.
Return the blue at once. That stone symbolizes the authority to lead the Bestrels forth in this world. You're unworthy to even look at it.
Ignorant fool. This jewel is no mere symbol.
I know. It's a magic object which holds the power to control the minds of Bestrels.
What do you mean?
Think back to Morard's rampage, and how swiftly your pendant quelled his fury. Assuming the stone set within is a small sliver of the Bastorius Blue, then it's the only natural conclusion.
Quite perceptive, yes. 'Tis magical energy turned crystal, able to yoke any beast called upon to the inclinations of its bearer. That is the true power of the Bastorius Blue.
And that's why the one who wields it is marked as king.
Indeed. It is not a symbol of royal power, but the very instrument that brings that power to bear. And seeing as I have it now, what right have you to claim me unworthy? This is the natural order of things, human intellect ruling over you ignorant creatures!
I have half a mind to shut that mouth of yours for good. But I'd rather see you rot in a cell than burn in the underworld. I'm sure the guards will love hearing about your intellect.
Gloating already, are you? You've not won yet, beast!
Look out! He's gone.
The coward.
Damned savages! I won't let it end like this. I just need time to plan my next move.
Lord Ryman, you're safe.
No thanks to you, fool! Where have you been?
Preparing a ship, my lord, to ferry our rightful king to the seat of power in the capital. With the magic of the Bastorius Blue, any resistance they attempt to muster will be crushed under our heel.
True enough. If we lay claim to the minds of all of their little friends at once, they'll be powerless to stop us. I suppose I can forgive you this one time. To the harbor, Elgor. of this.
I always had a feeling the blue could govern the minds of frenzied Bestrels. And now that you've proven that to be true, I've no more use for your conceited drivel. I'll be taking the stone, and that spell of yours with it.
And you've known from the start.
All while you prattled on about how a beast could never be fit to rule the throne. Feeble human. Your arrogance will be your downfall. Bestrels will rule Bastorius forevermore! We alone are worthy of such honor!
I should have realized you were one of them.
Now, the time has come to set sail. And I'll be paying the fare with your life.
Huh? But that's... Ryman.
Dead.
What could have happened here?
He doesn't have the blue on him either.
Whoever is responsible for this must have taken it.
Come to think of it, Elgor was nowhere to be found during our siege of Dracodorina. And that's quite the spear-shaped wound in Ryman's back.
Our answer surely lies ahead. Let us press on.